Right, what's happening, people, and welcome back to the Joey Knight podcast. Welcome once again to the big dog, Josh Aveste. And Josh, we're doing something a little bit different today, aren't we?
Yeah, I've heard some people got some questions for us.
We are. It's our first Q&A. Very informal. Let's see how this one goes. Let's start off. We have Kyron Fagan, 96, said, "Where did you come from? Feels like you blew up out of nowhere." Love the channel, by the way. Thank you, Kyron. I love you too. Where did we come from?
Where did we come from?
Mothers.
Last time
Probably
I
our
checked,
mothers.
Yeah, last time I was checked, I was born in Watford General.
Watford, man, yeah?
Legends.
Yeah.
What a club. What a football club as well.
I've always thought you were like Anthony Joshua. He's from Watford.
We are good friends, actually. When I met Anthony Joshua, I said to him, mate, you're actually shorter than I expected and smaller than I expected because I was bigger than him, obviously. And I said, we're big Watford boys. We're from the
You, AJ, and Elton.
What a three-way that would be.
What
Jerry
a
Halliwell as well, by the
threesome.
way. Chuck her in there.
Is she Watford?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Anyone
George
else?
Michael?
Is George Michael Watford?
Yeah, he's from Bushy, which is where
George
my little
Michael
village.
died on Christmas Day.
Gutting.
And my mum cried her eyes out. She absolutely fucking loves George
I would be
Michael.
singing Last Christmas.
Yeah. So
gutting.
where did you come from?
We came. What did we? I mean, how do you even answer that question? Basically,
What did you do before YouTube? Before anyone had ever seen your beautiful face on their YouTube screens, what was Josh Aveste up to?
I mean, I manage YouTube talent, so I am on the other side. I was behind the camera for a long
talent.
time. Yeah. There you go. And I've been working with True Geordie for a very long time, so that's probably where I started off in the YouTube game.
That brings us on to our next question. How did we meet?
So this is a funny story. There was a bar, I think it's called Blue's Kitchen in Brixton, right? You know, famous venue for lots of different things actually. And we got talking over a couple of pints, and we just decided, that we'd be best friends ever since.
Forever.
Yeah. And that's the exact story that I say to get around that we didn't meet on Tinder.
No, yeah. Well, it happens. Internet, just say over the internet.
Do you remember? The story?
Who messaged you? Did I message you?
I messaged you.
You messaged me, and I remember seeing. So I was like, massive fan of the kickoff. Like, I've always been a massive fan of the kickoff. I've always been a massive fan of all Brian's content. Like, I used to watch it all the time, and then randomly you messaged me, and your display picture was you on the kickoff, and I was like, no way, is that the guy from the kickoff? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then it just went from there. You come in here. We started doing podcasts together, and then it just sort of went from there, didn't it?
Yeah, it just ended up being a bit of a laugh, didn't it? When we get in this room, we have some fun. And I have to say, some things, we do leave a lot of the content in, but some of the stuff that we chat about outside the cameras being on, I'm very glad.
Cut a lot of shit.
Yeah.
We do have to cut.
I'm very glad it was off. But do you know what? Like, I reached out to you because when you, I think you had about 10,000 subscribers when I first reached out to you. And you were producing content at a level which was above people that have got 100,000 subscribers. Do you know what I mean? Like, you were smashing it. And I just knew that you were going to be absolutely brilliant. And I knew that you would be a real asset to the kickoff. So do you know what? Mate. Having you on the kickoff has enhanced the show so much. So it's been great.
Good fun, isn't it?
It's been really
good. A lot of good fun, me being on the kickoff. We do have a good time doing it. Kickoff, by the way, is linked in the description to this video. Right, I've got a good one here.
Can I ask you one before we get onto that?
Yep.
Why did you start doing YouTube?
Oh, I don't really know, to be honest. So I was boxing for years. Like, I was fighting unlicensed. So I didn't have like 300 amateur fights like some people are saying, but I was boxing for years, and then the COVID and all that happened, and that fucked everything. And I wanted to turn professional with boxing, but then that put a spanner in that. And then I think I had one. Yeah, I did. I had one more fight after lockdowns and all that finished. And then I was sort of like twiddling my thumbs. Didn't really know what to do with myself so much. I was personal training. That was like my full-time income. But again, like all the COVID stuff really fucked the PT industry as well. Like, people were cutting corners, and I went from earning like sort of average money to earning really, really bad money. And my costs were low because I was doing it for my parents, like in their garden and whatnot. But I was just at a point, like also around that time my daughter was born, and I was at a point where I was like, mate, I need to make something happen because otherwise I'm going to turn 30 with nothing to fucking show for my life so far. So then me and my pal Noor, we started doing a few little podcasts, getting a few guests in and stuff like that. Sort of just come out of nowhere. I feel like I just used to watch so much YouTube, and then after a certain amount of time, I just asked myself the question, why have I not done anything like this? Because I was always good at talking, like I could always talk. And yeah, mate, I actually don't know. Like it just sort of took off from there, I suppose. So very, very lucky it has done in the way it did.
It's taken off. Oh, it's taken off.
It has taken off. It has taken off.
Can you believe the year that you've had? It's pretty mental, isn't it, really?
It is crazy.
Looking back on it. I think you have to have one of those moments where you do reflect.
Do you know what? It's very hard because people say this to me all the time. And they're like, I don't know, like they'll ask me about the stuff that's going on and stuff like that. And they'll say like exactly what you're saying there in terms of like, do you reflect on it and whatever? And I always say like, when you're living it, you don't really, because it's like, if it ends here, I'm not satisfied. So there's no point in me being reflective and looking on it and going, yeah, brilliant. Like, I've done cool shit. I'm going to have stories now that I can tell people forever probably. But at the same time, like, I ain't scratched the surface. I want to do loads more. And we got loads of cool shit coming up and loads of stuff. So as much as I'm like very much grateful for everything, I don't sit and reflect on it and whatever. But
you've got to enjoy the journey though as well, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? Like the journey is the fun part. Really.
That is the fun part, isn't it?
Yeah. And you've been on one hell of a journey, mate. Fucking hell. Like you could write a book about some of the stuff you've done.
Well,
it's in the works.
Maybe writing a book one day. Enough about me and my old journey. This was one I liked from Nathan Cardinu, I think it is. Your best trip / holiday travel story. You guys always have some funny shit to talk about. Thank you, Nathan.
Sounds like you've got a story.
Oh, I don't know. When was your first? Have you ever been to like any of the typical boys' holiday spots?
I did Magaluf when I was 19.
Shagalot, we used to call it, Amhard.
Yeah, I did Magaluf.
In between this reference.
I had a good laugh in Barcelona with a lads' holiday. That was
went with Brian, yeah.
One. Yes, went with Brian as well. Yeah, that was a mental story. I mean, Barcelona is a really good city. I find it hilarious.
Barcelona.
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 Oh, sorry. Yeah. Mate. I didn't realise you were fluent in Spanish.
Don't be so common. Barcelona.
yeah.
And huevo la chaqueta.
I've had a lot of fun in Barcelona. Great casino in Barcelona. Good nightlife, we should say. Should we just call it nightlife, or do we need to
prostitutes?
Go down? Yeah.
That's what we're really talking about.
Meant,
yeah. Barcelona, we should call it. What is that the best place you've been, Barcelona? As in crazy lads.
In terms of a lad's holiday, that's the most fun I've had. Like Magaluf was fun, but also it was like staying in a fucking shithole, no money to really enjoy it, going out with the lads. Like it was a good laugh, but I've not
been to Magaluf. No. Shagalot. I did. So we went on like a family holiday to Ayia Napa, and I was 13. But I took my pal, my mate Tom. He came, and then like my sisters and my brother and that, they're all older than me. I'm the youngest of 5 children, right? So they're all older than me. So when I was like 13, my oldest sister was like 23 or whatever. Anyway, long story short. I just was going out in Ayia Napa with them and absolutely fucking loved it. So then convinced my mum and dad to take us there next year when I was 14. And then I went all out, whole shebang, 15 years old, out to Ayia Napa. My mum had to sign a waiver thing so I could go on the aeroplane because I was young and I was travelling.
Oh, you went by yourself at 15?
By myself, yeah. Not by myself. I had pals with me.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest in my school year. And a lot of my pals have always been older than me as well. So, yeah, it was good. Met some lovely people out there. Had a lovely woman that looked like Ricky Hatton.
That's a good story, actually, that one.
We might tell that one. But yeah, Napa was good.
You are mature beyond your years, though, you are. Because you were doing shit at
Apparently
15.
I'm fucking old beyond my years.
Yeah. You were doing shit at 15 that I wouldn't have even thought about when I was 15.
I was doing shit at 12 that you wouldn't have even thought about.
That's another story that we need to go into, to be fair.
Yeah, one that I might one day tell to a shrink. No, I'm joking. Yeah. So Napa
Good
went
holes.
there. Then we went to Malia. Malia was a shithole.
Yeah.
Got whipped by bouncers out there. It was a bit of a fight, bit of a ruckus. It happens.
Yeah.
That weren't great. Then the
Thailand?
following year, no, straight on to Ibiza. Ibiza at 18, that was pretty good.
Fucking hell.
In fact, it weren't that good. I'm not really that into Ibiza.
Why not?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah, go on.
Shit.
Why?
Load of fucking idiots just stood there going, oh, when a fucking tune drops, and it's like, mate, we've heard that same fucking loop drum shit over and over again for the last 2.5 hours.
You need music with words in it. That's
You
the
need
answer,
music
don't
with words in
you
it.
need to have
All
a
my lot
sing-along.
listen to like techno and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, mate, someone stick a bit of fucking Mariah Carey on, for God's sake.
You're in Ibiza with All I Wanted for Christmas.
Yeah, they don't do much Mariah Carey out in Ibiza. Funny enough, I'm actually going out there for a wedding, so going Tenerife. Well, by this point, by the time this is posted, I'll be in Tenerife.
Yes.
Then I've got Ibiza sort of end of May, and then who knows? Maybe we might even end up having a trip in the middle of May. Who
Oh,
knows?
stop
Who
it.
knows?
Yeah,
Teaser.
stop it. What is the one place you've never been that you want to go to?
Bristol, probably.
Great, two very good football clubs down there. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
A lot of canals.
One.
They call it the Venice.
the
the Venice of
the
England.
Venice of the Midlands. No, where would I like to go that I haven't been to? Do you know what? I've never had the urge to go to Australia. All my mates, like at
Really?
school and shit, fucked off to Australia.
It's fun.
Never. Is it good, Australia?
Yeah. I've been to Sydney before. Sydney was great. Sydney was a good laugh.
Yeah.
You'd love it there.
Do you know what?
put the
I'm going to be
accent
really
on.
boring now. Yeah, on the High Line. I'm going to be boring now, but I just like to go back to Thailand.
Really?
Absolutely loved it out
Yeah.
there. Where would you like to go?
I've never been to Japan. I'd love to go to Japan.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to do South America. I'd like to do
I
Brazil.
feel like every single person in Japan poses for pictures like this. They
you do
don't
that.
they?
Do you know what's funny though? In all of the selfies that Joey does, he does do that pose as well. So I don't know why he's bringing that up. To be fair.
If you could go back in time, what would you invent? And I say this because you mentioned selfies, right? My mate Frank actually invented the selfie stick. But I swear to God,
What
we were in
was
Amsterdam.
it? Was it a broom handle? What was it?
No. Like we were in Amsterdam, and he just said, like, fucking selfie stick. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And then, like a year or so later, someone actually invented it.
Fucking hell, we could have been a multi-billionaire.
And we was also in Amsterdam, and we were looking for a cafe, right? A coffee
cafe?
shop,
Yeah.
a coffee shop,
Just for a coffee.
called Prix Diami, yeah, and it's like PRIX
IX.
Prix Diami, yeah. And so
French,
like,
by
we're
the way.
looking for it anyway. Then we finally found it, and it's like there on the wall. And obviously, it's like like just groups of boys walking around Amsterdam. And these like 3 boys have walked across the front of us, and at the same time, I just went pricks, as in pricks. Like we've been looking for that pricks. And they all just looked at me, and I'm like, not you
That's
pricks,
your
this
bus
pricks.
wanker moment,
Yeah,
that is.
yeah. So yeah, Amsterdam used to be a lot of good fun.
Yeah, they're actually trying to get people away from Amsterdam. They don't want groups
Oh,
of
they
lads
don't
going
want us.
anymore. They
No
literally
way.
hate. There's a whole campaign saying don't come to Amsterdam if you're a group of lads.
Unless you're Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, there you go.
Fix the old LGBT
He's changed everything.
stuff in Saudi, and now you've gone off to Amsterdam.
He's
Bringing
changed everything.
Fix all the sex trade out there
What
or
a
something
hero.
like that. Or mop it all up. Use it so they've got none left for anyone else.
He's a busy man.
They're stopping all of that. They're gonna, but you know what will happen? Yeah, they'll stop Amsterdam being like that, and then Rotterdam, the next city on, will just go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have you all.
Yeah.
Come and put your brasses in every window we've got, and we'll
Yeah.
do it. Amsterdam.
And you're a big fan of Rotterdam as well, aren't you?
Big fan anywhere that does prostitutes, really. big fan. Big fan. Yeah, had a lot of good fun out in Amsterdam. Amsterdam was always good fun.
Yeah, I can imagine you going back there a few more times.
Yeah. Do you know where, like, most underrated place I've been? And we're just going on to all travel locations here, but
If you want a travel
Benidorm.
vlog, let us know.
Oh, mate, I'd love to do a few travel vlogs.
Yeah.
Benidorm.
Fuck off.
Benidorm
Fuck off.
was absolutely unreal, right? So my sister's husband Ryan, it was his stag do. Me and my pal Frank were like gonna go, and I was like, oh, Benidorm, you know what I mean? It's gonna be some little fucking shithole place and whatever.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Why?
Oh, it's just brilliant. Just fucking loved it.
Was it the full English that you really
Party
enjoyed?
never stops, mate. He just does. He is the city that does not sleep. Like, literally, we was just out till like 6 a.m. in Benidorm and just bars still staying open.
How was your Spanish?
Sí.
Muy bueno.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
Muy bien. Yeah.
Muy bien. Me llamo Jose.
Jose. Yeah. He's nailed that. He's nailed that. Any Spanish speakers?
That's not all I nailed in Benidorm.
Oh.
No.
You're too young.
Any more questions? Let's see.
Come on.
What we've got on here, because I put one up. Oh, do you know what? This is brilliant. I'm not sure you're going to want to answer this, but I will tell you. Someone has written.
I'm going to go no comment.
What age did Josh lose his virginity, and can he talk us through it?
Yeah, do you know what? It was a beautiful moment. It was a house party, actually.
I like how they just assume you've lost it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's never said he lost it. Why are you just assuming he's lost it?
Yeah. It was a classic house party moment, mate. Won't say the age because it was illegal. So
was it actually at a house party?
Yeah, it was.
Love it, you shagger. You absolutely.
It was with my girlfriend, so it wasn't as sort of as.
It was with my hand.
Yeah. Do you want to say yours?
Oh, I can say yeah. I was like 15, and I lost it to a friend of my sister's.
Oh,
she was
just to
20
clarify,
odd.
not the sister.
Didn't lose it to my sister. Friend of my sister's. No, I dumped my sister after that. Right.
Who asked that, by the way? We have to give them a shout out.
That was my brother that asked that. It actually was Billy Knight.
Billy Knight, you absolute. I've never met Billy.
No.
We need to get Billy down to the studio.
J Money 97. What's your go-to beer, shot, or cocktail? My go-to beer would be I like a Modelo. Love a Modelo. What's your go-to beer? Tell him.
I don't drink alcohol.
Josh Aveste does not drink alcohol. And when he first told me this, it absolutely blew my mind. Didn't
You couldn't believe it. You thought I was pissed when I met you.
Yeah. Do you know? No. Do you know what? Do you know what it is though? You've got, and this is a compliment. It's a very good trait. When I'm pissed, I always feel like you're pissed.
Yes.
You're quite good at the old sober piss.
It's so true. Bit of a chameleon in that respect. And do you know what? As a non-drinker, you kind of have to do that. You have to go with the night. And do you know what? When you're buzzing off people that are pissed up, you get a bit of the vibe anyway. But yeah, mate, never had a alcoholic drink.
That's it. We have got
Boring.
what goes through your head before a walkout for a fight.
Yes.
All different stuff, really. But since I've been doing the Misfits, I haven't really had any like pre-fight nerves, really. It's like, I feel like, and I don't want to talk about like money, but you know, like before, when you're not getting paid much, or you're not getting paid hardly anything, it's like, God, this is a lot of risk for not that much reward other than my own fucking ego. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now it's like, yeah, but you know, it's risk that the risk and the reward are like balanced nicely in favour of the reward. So now I feel like knowing that I'm doing what I'm doing now for the betterment of my daughter's future and shit, you know.
Yeah, it's all worth it. I've got one for you. If you could fight any past or present boxer, like professional boxer, and you were of their standard, it would be a really, really good fight.
Oh, and I was of their standard, yeah? Okay, nice.
Who would you want to fight?
Who would I want to fight? I would pick someone actually around my weight.
Yeah.
Do you know who I'd want?
Go on.
And this is a real cop-out. Amir Khan.
Okay.
Just because I know that I would chin him. Do you know what I mean? So I'd be like, yeah.
What, chin him even now?
I met Amir Khan. Amir Khan. He actually watched one of my fights once. Nice bloke. Pretty big compared to me. Yeah. Which means he must have been massive at the weight when he was making like lightweight or whatever back in the day. So yeah, pretty Amir Khan. What about yourself?
Who would I want to fight?
Who would you fight?
I mean,
doesn't need to be a boxer though. Who would you fight? Anyone.
Who would I fight? Anyone? What, past and present?
So ideally someone you'd like to punch in the face, really.
Who do I want to punch in the face? Do you know what? At the moment, you're going to laugh at who I'm going to say right now. At the moment, it'd be Jurgen Klopp.
I thought you were going to say me.
At the moment, it would be Jurgen Klopp.
Would it?
Because he's just so cocky at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. At the moment.
It's just
At the
keeps on
moment.
going on and on.
Always.
Yeah, exactly. So give him a go. If you could be any boxer, past or present, like, and take on their career, who would you?
If I
who
could
would you
be
want
any?
to emulate? Like, who would you want to take on their career and be?
I don't think the highs are anywhere near as high without the lows. So I wouldn't go like some unbeaten boxer who never got beat. I would go someone, and I also wouldn't go someone like, for example, my favourite fighter in the world, Roy Jones Jr., who boxed too long and then lost to people that I don't believe he ever would have lost to had he have been anywhere near his prime or whatever. What I'd rather do is look at like maybe like a Joseph Parker or someone like that, because it's like a redemption story of like, you got to the height, you won your world title, you then went down and then you went back up, and that's what I think would make the roller coaster journey that much better. Yeah. Right, I have got one for you, Josh Aveste.
For fuck's sake.
If you could change anything about yourself, what would you change?
If I could change
Your
anything
underwear,
about myself,
that needs changing,
yeah,
doesn't it? You
well,
only
I've been
change
wearing
that
that
once
for
a
a
week.
very long time. If I could change anything about myself, do you know what? You're gonna laugh about this one. I'm gonna give you a very big secret now, and I'm gonna show you it. It's something not that big. Something that's a bit bent.
Mate, you're offering to show me this all the
I
time.
know, I keep showing you. Basically, I had a rugby injury when I was a kid, and I hurt my little finger. I'm going to show the camera now.
Yeah.
That's how bent it is. That's
Bent
it
out
straight.
of all proportion.
That's it straight.
Oh, God, yeah, that is bad.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
it's bad. So basically, I would either get that fixed or cut off. Because who needs... Like, let's be honest, mate. How often do you use your little finger anyway? What would you change? What would your answer be?
Don't know. Probably not look 40.
By the way, guys, everyone that comes up to Joey keeps going, you do look older than we thought you were.
Shorter in real life, aren't you? Yeah. yeah, I am. Yeah, sweet. Thank you. Oh, I don't know what I'd change. I don't really know. No, I'm pretty
happy,
content, mate.
Would you get any more tats?
No, I'd probably get rid of all of my. If I could go bomb, click my fingers, and every tattoo on my body was gone, I would do it.
Really?
Yeah, but I'd start again.
You regret? Oh, okay.
I'd probably start again, get different ones, or maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could be untatted now, maybe I would be.
Seriously?
Maybe.
You love the tats. Look at that. Show it off for a second.
I don't
Show
really
it off
think
for a
I do
second.
love
Let
the
people have a
tats,
look.
you know? I'm
Let
not
people have a
really
look at the Rolex and the tats.
It's not the Rolex. It's the Gucci. You said about playing rugby.
Yeah.
Why are rugby lads so weird?
Mate, rugby lads, mate, I hate the game.
They fucking. Do you know when I imagine rugby, all I imagine is like, just we all drunk beer out of Cheggers' arse. They've all got names like Cheggers and Fletcher and fucking
It's a weird game.
The Og Monster.
It's a very strange game. And do you know what? I remember going first day of uni, being there at Freshers night, fucking up for it, because obviously Freshers is the week of your life, really. You're meant to really enjoy it. And we get into the SU, where the bar is, and basically all the rugby boys come in and they're wearing Speedos. So like no shoes.
You don't wear Speedos.
I mean, you've never worn any Speedos anyway.
No.
And you've definitely never done a night out in Speedos.
No.
Who would dare do that? No. And they come in, they pick up shot glasses, down loads of shot glasses, throw them at the bar, glass everywhere. They've got no shoes on, blood everywhere, and they're just fucking pissed up, mate. Honestly, rugby lads don't understand. And people say that football lads are the worst.
No way. No, they're weird rugby lads. Like very borderline.
You know what?
Yeah.
Best
TV series ever. This hasn't been asked, but I want to know.
Fucking hell. Do you know what? I love Breaking Bad, and I've watched it recently, and I just fucking love it. It's
Do you know what? So I had done I done the whole of Breaking Bad recently, and then I watched El Camino.
Yes.
Did no one? Have you watched El Camino?
I have.
Did no one say to Todd, mate, you've got to lose some fucking weight? You can't have been Breaking Bad. This is supposed to be in the days that followed, and even some of the flashbacks that have. And you're fat as fuck at the minute. Like,
he's a good actor though. Todd is. I just watched him in Civil War.
You know what they call him?
What do they call him?
Meth Damon. because he looks like
I know.
looks like Matt Damon on meth, doesn't he?
I've just watched him in Civil War, that film. I don't know if you've seen anything about it. He was barely in it, but he was very good in it.
Yeah.
Very good. That's a good film. You should watch that.
Maybe that's his niche. Films he's barely in. Yeah, he's fucking
Was
brilliant.
he in El
He's
Camino
brilliant
that
when he's got
much?
absolutely no responsibility in the film whatsoever.
Meth Damon is really harsh, by the way. That's really harsh.
What about The Walking Dead? You watch that?
I have watched that. It's not in my
Mate, I
favourites.
think The Walking Dead's fucking brilliant.
Do
But
you?
he just got a bit shit when they went all like, ooh, whisperers and all that shit. That was a bit like, that's boring.
Fuck that. I've just been watching Fallout. That's the one I've been watching most recently. Played the
Not watching that
games.
either.
Played the games. Fucking hell, that's a good series.
What about reality TV? Do you ever watch any of that?
Oh, love reality TV.
Do
Geordie
you?
Shore.
Why,
Fucking love Geordie Shore.
Ferrero Rocher, why'd you wear that? Do you know that's a funny story? Yeah, like I was talking to Brian about Geordie Shore, and I said, yeah, it's weird. Like I said, I used to watch Geordie Shore like earlier seasons. I said, there's always one line that someone says in the earlier season that just annoyingly stays stuck in my head, and he guessed it.
What was it?
That Ferrero Rocher. There's this
fucking
scene,
hell.
and Vicky's like on a coach, and she's giving out Ferrero Rochers.
That
and
was
she
a
goes
classic
to someone,
moment.
Ferrero Rocher, why are you weird, pet?
If you had
and
to
it's
have
like, I'm on a
one-
night out. I don't want a fucking Ferrero Rocher.
One lady from Geordie Shore. Who would you pick?
Ooh, Marnie, probably.
You just gone for the easiest shout there, haven't you?
Could have her if
Boring.
I wanted, no. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Marnie. Who would you go
Wouldn't
for?
fancy a bit of Holly now. She's cleaned up her act. I'm a big fan of Made in Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of Made in
Yeah, I've
Chelsea.
never really watched. Well, I've never watched it.
Oh, you should get
I've never
into it.
watched it, but I've watched this one clip. I feel like they're like on like London Bridge or somewhere,
Yeah.
and this Spencer goes say about like, what does he say?
He said, "You made me cheat
on you.
Which
Yeah,
is just an iconic.
That is
is-
joke, that
but
clip,
when you
isn't
know
it?
the context of that as well, he's properly put
And he
her through it.
proper like goes like, maybe that's why I cheat on you so much or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, she did not deserve that, but fucking hell, she got it, mate. That is a great show. Maybe you need to watch that.
That was our first little Q&A episode. We're thinking about doing more of these, so we really, really, really want your interaction in the comments. Get questions in for the next one and let us know whether this is something that you would like to see continued going forward. Maybe one little one a week coming out off of the channel, or if you strictly want the full content, that's fine. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you once again to Josh Aveste for coming over. Head over to his channel, subscribe. It's linked in the description. I will see you all in the next one.